Welcome to Storytime. This is the video where I'm going to be sharing one of the biggest lessons that I've been learning from after traveling full-time for 6 years. So when it comes to traveling, one of the things that I feel is not talked about a lot is loneliness. And loneliness is something that can happen if you're traveling and also if you're just living your day-to-day life. So many people that have these travel channels, they don't talk about the aspect of loneliness because it is a uncomfortable subject to talk about. And I want to change that. Today we're going to be diving into loneliness. So what exactly is loneliness? Whenever we are working on our path, whenever we are doing something and we're not immediately surrounded by people, we can feel lonely. But also, if we have people around you, but also if we have people around us that we do not feel their support, if we basically have the wrong people around us, we can also feel loneliness. So what exactly is loneliness? Loneliness is a sensation. It's a universal experience that all of us experience at some point, and some of us will experience it more than others. I, for myself, have figured out that I need to be surrounded by people. I need to have a community around me. And I'm sure a ton of people who are out traveling, they have this idealized vision, this idealized way of thinking about traveling. Like once I'm there, once I'm having this beautiful beach next to me, I'm gonna be happy. But what happens is when you're stuck in a 9-to-5 job and you're thinking for weeks and months, once I get there, I'm going to be happy. But what then happens is that once you're there, once you are in that beautiful destinations, once you head to the Maldives, once you head to beautiful beach here in Bali, Indonesia, what is going to happen then is, oh no, I'm still not happy, because you're continuously in that thought of, I'll be happy when? I'll be happy sometime in the future. And it's the same thing with loneliness. You'll still feel that loneliness. So if you are currently struggling with loneliness in your day-to-day life, one of the most impactful things we can do is to fully, 100% completely accept it. And what does that mean? What does it mean to accept loneliness? I know, it's an uncomfortable sensation. All we want to do is run. All we want to do is don't think about it. I don't know how many relationships have started from loneliness. I don't know how many businesses have started from loneliness. Probably a ton of them, right? And from that point alone is where we realize that it's a universal experience. That is also the moment when you realize it's not out there. It's something that's on the inside. And for me as a full-time traveler, I feel it all the time. And I'm not afraid of it anymore, because it's part of the game. I welcome it like it's an old friend. I breathe into it. I spend time meditating. I spend time relaxing. And no matter how much I fill my days up with random things to do, it doesn't matter. It's not going to change anything. Because at the core, it's still going to be there. The thing you're running away from, it's still there. So what then is the solution if we're all experiencing it? What is it? I personally believe that the solution to loneliness is not running away from it. Because no matter how far you will run away from it, it will still be there with you. I moved from Norway to Australia to escape my problems, to escape my fears, to escape that loneliness. It didn't work. It's the exact same problems that keep coming up. The moment where I realized there was no running away from my problems, that was the first moment I realized, okay, I guess I'm just gonna have to dive into them, and that's what I did. And let me tell you what, it is not comfortable at all. But once you start diving into those sensations, once you start diving into those feelings, and you cultivate a daily meditation habit, is also the moment when your life will change for the better. So my challenge now for you, if you are struggling with loneliness or just any feelings of not being good enough, or feelings of I'm not ready yet, it starts today. Today, you are going to sit down, set up 20 minutes, set the timer on your phone, put it in flight mode or do not disturb, and meditate and just feel whatever comes up. This is something that is absolutely crucial, and travelers don't want to talk about it because it's uncomfortable, but I personally believe that the loneliness that we feel as travelers, once we deal with that, our travel experiences will be so much deeper, so much fuller, and so much more satisfying. So that is my personal challenge to you today. You got this, champ.